Imagine a bridge connecting Europe and Africa. This might seem like a fantasy. However, such ambitious projects capture our imagination. Huge structures like bridges have always fascinated humans. They represent our desire to overcome natural obstacles and connect with each other. A bridge over the Strait of Gibraltar would be a symbol of human ingenuity. It would be a testament to our ability to overcome geographical barriers. The Strait of Gibraltar is a narrow waterway. It separates Europe and Africa by a mere 13 kilometers or 8 miles. This strait has served as both a bridge and a barrier for centuries. It has facilitated trade and cultural exchange. It has also witnessed conflicts and power struggles. Could a bridge across this strait reshape the future? Would it bring the two continents closer? Building a bridge over the Strait of Gibraltar would be a monumental task. Join me as we unravel the mysteries of the Strait of Gibraltar. The Strait of Gibraltar is a narrow waterway. It connects the Atlantic Ocean to the Mediterranean Sea. This strait separates Spain in Europe from Morocco in Africa. The strait is only 13 kilometers or 8 miles wide at its narrowest point. This narrowness has shaped the history of the region. It has made the strait a strategic choke point. The strait's geography is a result of tectonic plate movement. Millions of years ago, the African and Eurasian plates collided. This collision gave rise to the Atlas Mountains in North Africa and the Sierra Nevada in Spain. The Strait of Gibraltar is the point where these two continents almost meet. The strait's depth also varies considerably. This poses challenges for navigation. The seabed is characterized by steep slopes and deep channels. The presence of strong currents further complicates navigation. These currents are caused by the difference in water density between the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. The strait has been a crossroads of civilizations for millennia. The Strait of Gibraltar's formation is a testament to the immense power of plate tectonics. The African and Eurasian plates converge at this point. This convergence has been ongoing for millions of years. This ongoing collision has shaped the landscape. It has also created the geological conditions that make the strait unique. As the African plate subducts beneath the Eurasian plate, it creates immense pressure. This pressure has uplifted the surrounding land masses, forming the Betic Rift mountain ranges. The ongoing tectonic activity makes the region prone to earthquakes. The most powerful earthquake in recorded history occurred in 1755, devastating Lisbon, Portugal. The earthquake and resulting tsunami caused widespread destruction. The strait's dynamic geology adds another layer of complexity. The Strait of Gibraltar has captivated human imagination for centuries. Its strategic importance and dramatic landscape have inspired countless myths and legends. The most famous is the legend of the Pillars of Hercules. According to Greek mythology, Hercules, son of Zeus, completed 12 labors. One labor involved retrieving cattle from the giant Geryon. Hercules smashed through mountains, creating the Strait of Gibraltar. The promontories flanking the strait became the Pillars of Hercules. These marked the western limit of the known world to the ancient Greeks. The legend reflects the awe and fear the strait inspired. The Strait of Gibraltar is a challenging waterway to navigate. This is due to its unique combination of winds, currents, and geographical features. The strait is subject to strong winds. These winds are often unpredictable and can change direction quickly, making it difficult for ships to maintain their course. The strait is also influenced by strong currents. These currents are caused by the difference in water density between the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. The saltier, denser water of the Mediterranean flows out into the Atlantic at depth, creating a strong undercurrent. At the same time, less saline water from the Atlantic flows into the Mediterranean at the surface. These opposing currents can create turbulence and whirlpools, making navigation even more treacherous. The strait's narrowness adds to the navigational challenges. Ships must navigate carefully to avoid collisions. Despite these challenges, the Strait of Gibraltar remains one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. Thousands of vessels pass through it each year. Constructing a bridge across the Strait of Gibraltar would be an unprecedented engineering challenge. The strait's unique combination of geological and environmental factors presents significant hurdles. Engineers would need to overcome these hurdles to build a safe and stable structure. The first challenge is the strait's depth. The Strait of Gibraltar reaches depths of over 900 meters, or 2,950 feet in some areas. This depth would make it impossible to build traditional suspension bridge towers on the seabed. Engineers would need to explore alternative designs. One option would be to build a series of floating platforms. These platforms would support the bridge deck. However, this would require innovative anchoring systems. These systems would need to withstand the strong currents and waves. The second challenge is the Strait's tectonic instability. The region is prone to earthquakes. This could damage or destroy a bridge. To mitigate this risk, engineers would need to design a structure that can withstand seismic activity. The Strait of Gibraltar is not just a geographical feature. It is a politically sensitive area. The strait is bordered by 2 continents. It is also surrounded by several countries. These countries have a long history of territorial disputes and political rivalries. Any attempt to build a bridge across the strait would require complex negotiations and international cooperation. Spain and Morocco are the 2 countries most directly involved. They would need to agree on the bridge's design, construction, and operation. They would also need to address issues of sovereignty and security. The bridge would cross an international boundary. This would create new challenges for border control and customs. Other countries in the region, such as Portugal, Algeria, and France, would also have a stake in the project. They would likely want to be consulted on any plans. These countries would be concerned about the potential impact of the bridge on their own economies and security. The European Union would also play a role. The idea of building a bridge across the Strait of Gibraltar is not new. It has been a dream of engineers and visionaries for centuries. One of the earliest known proposals dates back to Roman times. The Romans considered building a bridge or causeway across the strait. However, they lacked the technology to undertake such a project. In the 8th century AD, the Islamic Umayyad Caliphate built a bridge of boats across the strait. This bridge was used to transport troops and supplies during the Islamic conquest of Spain. However, this bridge was temporary and easily dismantled. In more recent times, there have been several serious proposals for a permanent link across the strait. In the 1970s, Spain and Morocco commissioned a joint feasibility study for a bridge or tunnel. The study concluded that such a link was technically feasible. However, it was deemed too expensive at the time. The Strait of Gibraltar is not the only geographic choke point in the world. There are many other narrow waterways that separate continents or connect important bodies of water. These choke points have played a significant role in human history. They have influenced trade, migration, and conflict. One example is the Bering Strait. It separates Asia and North America. During the last ice age, the Bering Strait was a land bridge. This allowed humans to migrate from Asia to North America. This migration led to the peopling of the Americas. Another example is the Strait of Malacca. It connects the Indian Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. The Strait of Malacca is one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. It is also a strategic choke point. Any disruption to shipping in the Strait of Malacca would have a major impact on the global economy. These examples highlight the importance of geographic choke points. The construction of a bridge across the Strait of Gibraltar would be a transformative project. It would have far-reaching implications for the region and the world. The bridge would create a physical link between Europe and Africa. This could lead to increased trade, tourism, and cultural exchange. The bridge could also facilitate the movement of people. This could help to alleviate economic disparities between the 2 continents. However, it could also lead to increased migration pressures and social tensions. The environmental impact of the bridge is another major consideration. The construction process would likely have a significant impact on the marine environment. The bridge itself could disrupt shipping lanes and marine life migration patterns. Careful environmental impact assessments would be essential. These assessments would need to guide the design and construction of the bridge. The Strait of Gibraltar is a place of immense historical, cultural, and strategic significance. For centuries, it has served as both a bridge and a barrier between continents, cultures, and civilizations. The strait's unique geography has shaped its history. It continues to influence the relationship between Europe and Africa. The question of whether or not to build a bridge across the Strait of Gibraltar is a testament to human ingenuity and our desire to overcome natural obstacles. While the engineering challenges are significant, they are not insurmountable. The greater challenges are political, economic, and environmental. Ultimately, The decision of whether or not to bridge the Strait of Gibraltar is a reflection of our values and priorities. It is a decision that should not be taken lightly. The strait's enduring significance lies in its ability to connect and divide.